Oh boy. Hello everyone. Welcome back to the Saturday Night Football Review. For round 15 of the NRL, I'll give everyone a moment to get ready. See who's in the live chat. Give everyone a minute or so to get on here. Doing the review on my phone once again. Obviously, like I said last night, moved into my new place and whatnot, and the Wi-Fi is still going to take time to adjust. I think Tuesday it should be fixed up. So doing the review on the phone. Just give me 1 second, guys. Just going to do this. Hang on. Just do that. There we go. It's better. All right. Give everyone in the chat a moment to come in, and we'll get underway in just a moment. Saturday football review for round 15 of the NRL. All right, who we got here? We got William Pearson, Flash Blue, Aussie Mozzie, Rishi. How you going, lads? Hope you're all doing very well on this Saturday night. It is June 10, 2023, 9:33 p.m. And, Super Saturday was quite interesting. Quite interesting indeed. Rightio. Yeah, so we saw two games tonight. Obviously, the Broncos beating the Newcastle Knights 24 points to 20. And the Panthers over the Roosters 30 points to 6. I'm going well, Rishi. Hope you're doing well, mate. William says I was at the Broncos Knights game with Suncorp. Yeah, I saw your Instagram photos with some of the players, William. Tip Dragons, Broncos, and the ref. What? The ref? What do you mean? The Roosters got their ass kicked. There's no bullshit in that game. Roosters got hammered. How about Spencer Leniu versus Jared Waerea-Hargreaves towards the end? That was a bit chaotic and a bit entertaining. I found it funny what Spencer said at the end. He was heading up the tunnel, and Spencer said, "If anyone wants to fight, meet me in the car park." He wasn't happy. Spencer Leniu. Aussie Mozzie says, "Easy 2 points for the Cowboys this week." Oh yeah, we got a very big game on Monday against the Buy, so looking forward to that. Should be winning that one quite easily. What's wrong with the Roosters? Says Devils_Cy. Oh god. They're a mess, the Roosters. I will get to them in just a moment. But guys, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Share this video around on social media. Like the stream, and I'd really appreciate that. We've already reviewed the Dragons-Rabbitohs game. We did that earlier this afternoon when that game ended. So we're not going to bother with that one. If you want to check out the Dragons-Rabbitohs review, the live stream from that should be on the channel. So if you want to hear about that game, then check that review out. But let's get into the Broncos Knights game first. Broncos 24-20 over the Newcastle Knights, and Jesus Christ, the Broncos, they made it hard for themselves. They made it very tough on themselves. I thought they were really flat. They did well to win, but it wasn't convincing. If it wasn't for Ezra Mann, they would have lost. Ezra Mann saved the Broncos from a embarrassing loss at home. And you know what? Newcastle deserve a bit of praise here. They went up to Brisbane as underdogs. No one gave Newcastle any chance, and they showed up. And I know the Broncos weren't at their best, but Newcastle showed up and they really ripped in, and they gave it a good crack. So Newcastle fans can keep their heads up high. They were very, very gutsy, and they arguably should have won the game, but a couple of things didn't go their way towards the back end. But we'll get into it now. And look, Newcastle started the game off really well. Dominic Young going over for the first try, and then Cobbo come back. He got one for the Bronx, and it's fairly back and forth. Ponga right before half-time. What was the half-time score? I think it was 10-6 Newcastle. And then, what was it after that? It was Broncos at 12-10. Cobbo got a second try. 12-10 Brisbane. And then Matt Croker went in. I couldn't believe Matt Croker scored. That was a soft try. 14-12 Newcastle. And then Dom Young went in the corner, or out wide. Newcastle 20-12. I thought that was outstanding. Newcastle had a nice 8-point lead with 20 to go. And then 68th minute, Brendan Piacore goes over to score on that left edge. Very good try. 20 points to 18. And I was watching the game with my brother there. And with about 8 to go, I said to him, "You're going to win this. Newcastle look buggered." And he goes, "Don't fucking jinx it." And they made that line break there. And Ezra Mann with that phenomenal offload flick to Reynolds there with 3 minutes to go. Reynolds scores. Brisbane take the lead at 24-20. Broncos looking good here. Newcastle goes short kickoff. Doesn't go well. Newcastle ended up with the football. They ended up getting a penalty. And then they had a scrum on full time. And then there was another penalty because they were also on the scrum, which I thought maybe it should have been a sin bin. But they had another crack. They started throwing the ball around. Razzle-dazzle, crazy shit. It was all happening. And then they eventually knocked the ball on, and the Broncos end up with it. And the Broncos hold on. Or they come from behind, really, but they hold on the last minute to beat Newcastle. 24-20 up at Suncorp. Very good game, this one. It was probably the best game of the day. I know South and St George was entertaining, but this game was probably the best of the day. Broncos and Knights. Really, back and forth game. Seesaw battle. Both sides showed a lot of resilience in patches. Usually when teams play the Broncos this year, if they get behind, if teams get behind against Brisbane, they just seem to put their head down and go, "Oh, it's too hard. We led 10-6, now we're down 12-10. A lot of teams just throw the towel in, and Brisbane just go bang, 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 and it's all over. But to Newcastle's credit, they had a nice lead at halftime, and then they were behind again, and then they just got back in front, and they kept playing to the game the way they wanted to, and it was working for them. But unfortunately, sometimes rugby league can be a really harsh and cruel game, and Brisbane stole it at the end. They probably didn't deserve to win the Broncos, but like we've been saying over the last couple of weeks, the great teams, they find a way to win ugly. Now, the Broncos winning tonight, that gives them a record of 11 wins and 4 losses. So realistically, they win another 4 games. They're probably confirmed for the top 8, because realistically, 15 wins will probably get you in the top 8 this season. I think with how close the competition is, I'm not sure how many wins it's going to take to get to 8th, but 15, 16 wins will cement your spot in the 8. So, I think they play another 9 or 10 games, the Broncos. If they win another 4 of them, they probably make the 8. So, they're playing well, the Broncos. They are doing a really good job at the moment. Wasn't their best performance tonight against the Knights, but they're good teams. They just find a way to win, and they did that tonight. So well done to the Broncos. Newcastle, they'll be fine. Look, I thought Newcastle were very brave today, and they just fell short towards the back end. So we'll see how Newcastle go in the coming weeks. But that was a game where they probably should have won. They're only, one game from 8th anyway, so, they're going all right. But, they're going all right. They're going all right at the moment, the Knights, and, they're playing hard, so we'll see how they go at the back end. But, look, my man of the match on the Broncos and Knights game, I'm going to give it to Ezra Mann. Ezra Mann had a really good game. I thought, obviously that last pass to win the game was good, but everyone else was terrible. Like, Reynolds had a really bad game tonight. Reynolds was really poor. Walsh was very hit and miss. Staggs was quiet. Cobbo, probably one of their best. Herbie was average. Oates was solid. Brisbane had a lot of players tonight. They weren't at their best, but Ezra Mann was probably a standout for me. So Ezra Mann is my man of the match in the Broncos 24-20 win over the Knights. And the other game that just ended, Roosters and the Panthers. God, the Roosters. They were defeated for the first time in the regular season at Allianz Stadium. Panthers won 30-6. The fuck's wrong with the Roosters? When are they going to fire up? They were horrible. They were absolutely fucking horrible. It was diabolical with the way the Roosters played tonight. They were disgusting. I thought Joseph Manu at 5'8" was nothing more than an object failure. I never want to see Joseph Manu in a number 6 jersey ever again. Manu was a disgrace. He was shocking tonight. A lot of the Roosters were shocking. The Butcher brothers in the back row seem to have gotten way too comfortable. Maybe it's time they throw Angus Crichton into the starting side and they go with Tupanui back on an edge. Matt Lodge had probably the worst game he's ever had for the Roosters. He was terrible. I think he had 3 or 4 errors, missing tackles. Lodge was terrible. I know Matt Lodge has been told that he will probably be at a different club next season, and that might have upset Matt Lodge. So he didn't seem committed at all tonight. So I'm not sure what the go is there with Lodge. I think there'll be a few clubs that'll probably want to pick him up. He's a handy player when he's not, when he hasn't got off-field stuff to worry about, like his contract and his future. Lodge is a very good player to have in your team. So he was poor tonight, but he'll be better for the run. Obviously, the only interesting thing about the Roosters-Panthers game tonight was probably the drama towards the end between Jared Waerea-Hargreaves and Spencer Leniu. Now, it all started over, I don't know what it started over, but they were fucking angry at each other, and then they were shoving each other, and they had, pushing and shoving chest and whatever, and it was a bit ridiculous. And then anyway, Jared grabs the water bottle, throws it at Spencer Leniu. Fucking hell. That is something that you'd see in the under-15s game. And throws it at Spencer Leniu. Spencer's eyes were like he was going to fucking kill someone. And unbelievable. Just drama. Spencer wanted to have a fucking full-on fight. They were talking shit to each other, Spencer and Jared. Anyway, Spencer ended up getting sin bin and he walked straight down the tunnel. Now, obviously, Spencer is heading to the Roosters next season, so hopefully Spencer and Jared can sort this shit out. But you know what they say, what happens on the field stays on the field. Jared was walking down the tunnel there and he said something like, if anyone wants to have a fucking go, meet me in the car park or something. So that was just anger talk from Spencer, and then Jared was just, I don't know, fuming as well. So who knows? Maybe they were fighting in the fucking dressing sheds. Who knows? But that was chaos. Absolute chaos. As for the game itself, no Cleary, no worries for the Panthers. Just clinical, business as usual. Tries to Crichton, Edwards, Yeo, To'o, Tago. For the Chooks, 1 try to Tedesco. Very good win for the Panthers. They just keep on rolling. It doesn't matter who they put in there. They just keep winning games. So good on the Panthers. 30-6 over the Roosters. Roosters have got some major issues. Their attack is horrible. Their defense is just, it's not all there. So, don't know where they go from here, to be honest with you. I don't know. I don't know where the Roosters go from here, guys. I'm actually worried about them, eh? I don't know if they can make the 8. What are they? 6-6. They're 1 game from 8th, but I feel like they're going to go down the ladder because they just don't look good. Like, they're not. Parramatta win. If Parramatta win on the weekend, Parramatta will go overtake the Roosters, I think. Yeah, they will. So, the Roosters could be as low as 12 by the weekend's over. Crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff. But look, the Panthers did very well tonight at Allianz for the first time. First time the Panthers played at Allianz since the new stadium reopened. So they were good. They were very good. My man of the match, I'm gonna give it to Jerome Luai. Everyone knows I don't like Jerome Luai. I highly and I really dislike Luai. I don't like him at all. But Forney was probably the best player on the field tonight. So Jerome Luai is my man of the match in the Panthers' big win over the, I don't know, hopeless Roosters, whatever you want to call them. They're in all sorts. But Anyway, guys, that's going to wrap up the Saturday night football review. If you guys enjoyed the review, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Share this video on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever. And thank you all for watching. And I will see you guys tomorrow for the Storm versus Sharks match game review. Anyway, guys, until next time, enjoy the rest of your night. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Broncos 24-20 over the Knights, and the Panthers 30-6 over the Roosters. See you guys later.